Hello there! It's Octagonal Paul, back again with episode 2 of the BAJLANDS server. As you can see, I've got a little outfit going on now. Some different coloured leather armour with a bit of shiny enchantedness. I've done quite a lot of work off camera after the first episode, so we have a few bits brightening up our little house. I've made myself a banner, which sort of resembles my face. It's as close as I could get, okay? With some, they kind of look like teeth. Yeah. And we found some pumpkins. I've put some bits of wood on the house. Some flowers. And one of my favourite bits, I have got myself a horse, and I put my iron horse armour on him. He is awesome. He has no name yet, so I'll have to think of something. He's a fully black horse. Obsidian's a bit cheesy, but yeah, the house is now completely full of stuff here. I made a cauldron because I made a mistake on my banner the first time, so I had to wash a bit of it off. We've completely filled this house now. I've got chests full of things. So we're running out of room here, really. Seriously running out of room. I managed to find some diamonds. Got 6 diamonds that I haven't made into anything yet. And we got 2 more, so I made a diamond sword. Got all my iron armour in there. But at the moment, I don't really need armour, so I can just have my pretty armour instead. Enchanted a few things, sword, bow. But the main thing is, because this house is so tiny and small, and all little in the village, I have started my first build. And I give you a clue. Here are some of the things that are going towards it. I have already used a lot of items here. Wrong way. Let's take the horse, and here, we can see it in the distance. I have started my mysterious building. As you can see, Octagonal Paul's mysterious building. So, what is it, may you ask? Well, that would sort of ruin the mystery, wouldn't it, really? So, I need to continue building this thing. Horse, you can come in here for the moment. There we go. I'm safe in here. Relatively. So I can continue building. It's something I've built previously for an adventure map, which I have yet to release. I'm still building the adventure map, and I'm just gonna jump on here so you can see it fully. That's what I made this platform for. Wow. Boo! It's kind of a ruined building, in the vein of, I don't really know actually. It's something I found a photo of in an abandoned buildings website, and I thought it looked so cool. It's not done yet. This is only the first level. It has a lot more to go, actually. I'm not sure about those doors, actually, at the moment. I may change those to iron ones, or something that's not so brown. But that was all I had at the time, and it needed doors. So that's what it has right now, and I like the fact that you can just open them without using buttons and things. The green glass also looks cool, I think. So I need to build this up a bit, and I've got some stone bricks. I'm going to need some more, surely. So far this has taken about, I don't know, 8 stacks of various different ones. I've made the mossy stone and the cracked ones as well, which will slowly filter in to how this goes. Oh dear. I need to fill in some of these gaps, actually. And I probably shouldn't have come out with just one... Oops, wrong button. With just one piece of food. That was probably a bad idea. Let's just block those bits off so that we don't get baby zombies. And I'm just going to make this floor actually flat. But all that stuff is quite boring, so I shall do that off camera. Build a little bit more. And see you when I get back. Okay, we are back, and I have built a little bit more. You can see up there. I've left some of the dirt in place from when I was building. But I have run out, once again, of materials. That's right, even just stone. I've run out of everything. I need stone, I need slabs, I need all manner of things to get this finished. I need glass. So, it's gonna be time to go on equipment expedition. But I have added some more to this and flattened the inside. So it's coming along quite nicely. But now I'm going to bury myself in this hole. And we're going to find, hopefully, some awesome stuff. Oh good, I have got sticks and iron, so I can build a new pick when this one runs out. So, we're going to go down to around level 11. Whoops, that didn't work well, I wasn't digging just down then. And as well as getting loads of cobblestone on the way, maybe we'll find some useful ores, diamonds, you know, all that fun stuff. So that'll be quite fun, I'm sure. Not just a boring thing. And I will see you when I get down to level 11 or so. Alright, we are at level 11. Quite a long way down. Now, only one thing for it. It's time to go strip mining. So, while we do this, let's have a little chat. Last time, I talked probably too much about Black Friday. This time, it's time for a different rant. Yeah. This time, it's time for... Oh, really? There's another strip mine right here. Oh, okay. I need cobblestone anyway, mainly, so that's the reason we're down here. So let's carry on a different way. Because even if I don't find any nice diamond ores and things, this will still be useful. Oh, I do have a shovel on me. There it is. Woohoo! Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, different rant today, and that is the music industry and music formats these days. There's just tons here. Oh look, someone's left some stuff. But that is not mine today. Or any other day. So, recently I read a little article about vinyl records, which pleased me because vinyl records are something that I really enjoy, and I do collect myself, in fact. I'm sure most of you do know what records are, right? You know, those big wax discs that people used to play music on in olden times. Well, not that olden times, but you know. Now, these days, the vinyl record is the only music format which is on the rise in terms of how much is being sold, as far as I know. And it's recently sold the most units this year since 1996, I think it was. That's pretty crazy when you think about it. And that backs up my argument that people are sort of sick of, you know, the age that we are living in, where everything is downloadable and things are less of an actual product and more of like just a file, if that makes sense. Now, that's all well and good, just having a file for a, you know, quick ease of access and things. But when it's something quite special, I don't know if video games come into this, films, DVDs, you know, all that sort of thing. People are quite happy to just have, you know, a digital version, just something that they've downloaded on their computer, and that's it. They're quite happy to just have that. Now, if you like collecting, say, music or films or games, do you like having a solid format, or are you quite happy to have, say, a digital download on Steam or Amazon, or just MP3s of songs you like? Well, I'm okay with either, but I really like having a solid format of music and films and things as well. It's nice to have them on your computer, but at the same time, isn't it nice to have them all on a shelf somewhere or something? When you go over someone's house, you can easily see what sort of thing they're into film-wise, right? If they've got, you know, the DVD shelf, you can go, oh, that's a great film, I've got that one. it's not quite the same, is it? If you're just sort of, I mean, you can't really look through their computer or their phone and go, oh, can you? It's just not the same. Now, obviously, it's progress, it's technology, it's the kind of thing that's going to happen. But with vinyl getting a resurgence these days, because it's a nice thing to collect, it's the complete opposite to having an MP3. It's a big, solid format thing. You've got the big cover artwork on there. It's, you know, you've got maybe lyrics inside, you've got all the track list, and it's something you can have on your shelf, or maybe even put on your wall, and have a real nice thing to show off, basically. And they are a little bit more expensive, because obviously there's distribution costs, there's printing costs, there's all that, whereas opposed to a digital download, all you're paying for is really the product itself. No data transfer, really, you know, nothing like that, which is, it does make sense, really. You're not paying for anything you don't need, but do you really just want the minimum? Oh, I don't want to use that. I need that for my build. We'll dig back up to stay on level 11. I think level 11 is a good diamond one, I can't really remember. And once again, the main thing I'm after is cobblestone here, so I don't even mind too much if I don't find much useful stuff. It would be nice to find some more diamonds. After all, I only have 6 at the moment, because I used 2 on a diamond sword. I found those at different times, so I couldn't really... I just wanted to use the first 2 I found on something, so I had something to show for it. Time for a pick. Oh, I don't need the gravel, I'd rather have the cobblestone there. So, I really like the solid format. The DVD, the videos even. Used to be cassette tapes, was the first one that I had, so I am actually older than the vinyl age. Younger than the vinyl age, because it was all cassette tapes when I was young. But I have since learnt to love the vinyl record in all of its forms, because it has many. You can get singles, which are 7-inch vinyl, and then you get full albums, and sometimes singles as well, which are the 12-inch size. And you get all manner of rarities, picture discs, where they actually print a picture onto the record itself, coloured vinyl, C3, you know, everything. There's many different kinds. And I love the fact that you can get all of those different things, and it's just awesome. It's really cool. As opposed to just having a file maybe on your phone. That gets me to another point where if you say download a song, or maybe an album on iTunes, you may know that you don't technically own that song. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure this is true. I read it on the internet. The internet never lies. That's the first true fact of the internet. It says it on the internet itself, that the internet doesn't lie. You mean people would be mean on the internet? No way. Why isn't that in there? I don't know. Lapis is useful. You don't actually own the songs and albums and things you download off iTunes. I don't know if that's the same for other song downloady places, but it is for iTunes as far as I know. What you have paid for is a license to listen to that music. You don't technically own it in any way. I don't know if that's true for like CDs and records and stuff. I think you do own the actual product itself, the solid disc, but I think it might still be a license legally. I don't know. Oh, Sneezy's shoe has just earned the lie. I baked a cake. Who's on? Bergasms, Howren 132, Poppy Meadows, and Sneezy Shoe. With a smiley face from baking a cake there. Excellent work, well done. So I don't really like the fact that you can pay for something and just, you know, that's it. If they decide to, they could sort of revoke that license, I guess. It depends on their terms and conditions. But I, for one, like a solid format that you can collect, and you can see it, you can look after it, all that kind of stuff. You can build up a collection that looks nice, other people can see it. Yeah. And as a symbol of how popular the record has become in recent months and years, local pubs to me, in a town near where I live, I've started putting on open deck nights, open record nights, where you can come in and you can basically bring some of your records along, and everyone has a bit of a turn on the old decks, mixing in, you know, playing some tunes, and it's really quite nice actually. And that's part of the social aspect of what music, I think, really should be. Music is a very social and powerful thing. It's nice to have it all to yourself, you know, listening to it on your headphones, maybe on the way to work, maybe on a train. A lot of people listen to music in their cars. I do, which is super. On the way to work every day. It's just really nice to do that. Sorry, I haven't lit this thing up, so you probably can't see any of this, but it doesn't matter. I haven't really found anything useful at all. I do have lots of cobble now, but no ores. I'll go until this iron pick wears out, and then we should turn back and get ready for more of my build. So the social side is great of music, because you can, with these open deck record nights, you can show everyone. You can have everyone in the room listening to the same song, which is nice, isn't it? You can show people, you can discover new music. Sure, you can get recommendations on Spotify and iTunes, but is that really the same? And that brings me to Spotify, in fact. Right, there we go. I've used up my pick. Spotify recently has come into a bit of disrepute, because artists have been pulling their catalogues off of it, their music, in sort of protest to the fact that Spotify is arguably not paying the artists very much. The guy who runs, or started Spotify, I think, anyway, has recently hit a very high place in the rich list, kind of thing, you know, where people have certain amounts of money, because he has earned an incredible amount of money off Spotify itself, and artists like Taylor Swift, Tom York, many others, which I can't remember any of the names of, it was a while ago I read about this, have been pulling their, which way did I come from? Oh, I did continue this way, okay, and then I'd go this way. I know things. Artists have been pulling their stuff off because they're not pleased with how much money they're getting, basically. Now, it's not that they're greedy or anything like that. What on earth? That was weird. It's not that they're greedy, it's just that music, although many see it as an art form, it is also a business for these people. If they didn't get the sort of money that they get, it would be a little bit harder for them to make music for everyone to enjoy. And I'm all for paying for music. It's something that's very time consuming to make. And yes, I am a musician myself. I play in a band, we record, we've done an album, do gigs, stuff like that. Nothing, you know, major league, but it's a lot of fun. And it does cost money to do this. It costs money to record, it costs money to practice, it costs money to get to gigs and things. You get paid for gigs and stuff like that. That's all good, but you can't just do this sort of stuff super easily. So, the artists pulling, let me just walk around this so you can have a little look. The artists pulling their stuff off of Spotify are not just doing it in protest of, you know, they've lost some money. Well, they haven't really lost any, but if they were selling their stuff, as opposed to people streaming it, or illegally downloading it, then they would be making some cash, and that would be good. But when you can just stream the stuff for free, then you're not going to necessarily want to pay for it, are you? Unless you collect things and you want a nice, solid, actual, real disc form, you know, CD, whatever. Just going to add some plants here. Let's get some grass in the gaps here. That's what they're for, these gaps. So I can have grass in them to make it look all overgrown and cool. Yeah. We like grass. There's already a lot here, which is good. That's part of the reason I chose this place. We've got some flowers as well. It's coming on, isn't it? Let me just tear down some of this dirt so we can get a better view of it. So I think, I mean, you get it in films. Film people definitely make their cash, because although people do still download things or maybe use Netflix, those services are gonna kill the music industry and the film industry. We recently had the news of people hacking Sony and leaking all these Sony films. You know what's gonna happen if everyone keeps downloading illegally, streaming? If no one gets money from this stuff, I'm ashamed to say it, but people and artists and musicians and film people, they don't do this purely because they enjoy it. I mean, I love music and I love doing it, and luckily I'm not in this, I don't have to depend on it financially, because normal job. But there are a lot of musicians out there who do depend on it, and if they can't survive just from doing their music, they are not going to make as much of it. They're going to do it as a hobby, and you'll get a lot less of it. Films, music, art, photos, photography. People will get a lot less of it if you don't pay for it. You get what you pay for, the old saying goes. So if illegal downloads continue, and streaming and Spotify and all these websites, that is looking pretty cool, I have to say. I'm pleased with that so far. I'm just gonna get a higher view so you can get a better idea. Actually, I'm gonna do it over here so you can get an angled view, and so I can do a thumbnail. Woo! So people, you're gonna get what you pay for, basically. And let me just take a picture of that. Wrong one. There we go. Oh, wrong angle. There we go. Let's see, how can I do this? Not very well. No, I'm gonna have to like come down to the bottom if I want to try that. So you're not gonna, you guys who do all of this stuff, probably not many people do these days. I don't know what it's like, but it's always been a big problem. Piracy. People used to tape songs off the radio. I know I did. But it can't carry on because people probably won't feel like creating if they don't get what they deserve for it, because it's not easy. Let's take all my junk off. Oh, what? I didn't click on it. Oh no, full inventory. Let's just dump some of that stuff real quick. Okay, let me get a picture here. There we go. Probably shouldn't do all this stuff on camera. It's pretty boring, isn't it? Okay, let me put on my stuff again. Where's my helmet gone? Where is it? Oh, there it is. I did actually have that in my inventory. So, look after your artists, your musicians, your filmmakers. Keep them happy. They'll make some good stuff. Unfortunately, the music industry at the moment, you may have seen, is full of stuff like you got your One Direction, and oops, and it's pretty stagnant out there at the moment in terms of music. There is loads of fantastic stuff going around, but not much of it very well known in popular circles. So there's always good stuff, but because the only stuff people are buying is pretty much kids on their phones buying stuff off iTunes, that's what we get. The record industry will aim to what people buy, and that's what you're going to have to get used to, unfortunately. I don't know if any of this little bit of rambling made much sense. Oh, it's Christmas soon. I love this little Christmas tree in the square here, in the village. It's so cool. I don't know if this is a short or a long episode. I haven't really been paying attention to this stuff. But if you got any thoughts on where music is going, it's always had this trouble. I mean, the record industry will aim to what sells, and what's selling at the moment is not very good, to be honest. But anyway, I'm just going to end there before I go off on one too much. And hope you enjoyed episode 2. Thank you very much for watching, and so long from all these people. See you later.